guys, it's LegoMatic9, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the LEGO Ideas Central Perk from Friends, the television series. Now, I mainly don't do reviews. I haven't done one for a few years now. I just tend to stick to just making my custom minifigures, but this set is an exception, because I've been waiting for this set for a long time. I made my custom LEGO Friends figures a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 at this point, and so I've been watching the progress of this set on LEGO Ideas because I wanted a Central Perk set to put my custom figures in. I was going to build one myself, but I didn't have the time or the skill to actually make one. So I've been waiting for this to come out for a while, and I was so glad that it achieved the support and got approved by LEGO. I will be doing a custom versus official LEGO minifigures video next week because I do have a lot of similarities between those and my custom ones, which I do want to talk about, but I'll save that for that video so we can just focus in on this set. Now, first impressions, this set is gorgeous. I absolutely love this thing. It's one of my favorites. All the LEGO Idea sets that I have are some of my favorites. I'm so glad that this set got made. Now, this thing came out today, September 1st, and also is in celebration of the 25th anniversary of Friends, since that's this year. I don't know the exact date, but it's pretty dang on close. So this set came out today for $60 US dollars, and it has 1,070 pieces, which is a great price per piece ratio. Usually you want to hit around 10 cents per piece, and this far excels that. It's ages 16 plus, set number 21319, and this set does have 7 brand new minifigures, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at them. First figure is Ross Geller. I think this figure is the best out of the 7. Just look at him. This guy is just godly looking. He's got a new torso print, which is in his tan jacket. He's got the light blue undershirt and then a multicolored tie. And there also is some back printing on here as well. And then the face, I think, is just what makes it. This is one of the best likenesses LEGO's ever done, in my opinion. It just looks so much like David Schwimmer. So that is a new print, and it is double-sided. If you want to take a look at the other expression, it's kind of more of a, kind of like a sassy, little mischievous expression there. So I think that's pretty good. But I prefer this one here. He's just got such a long face, and it just looks so much like Ross here. Here is Rachel Green in her waitress attire from when she worked at Central Perk. She does come with a serving tray and a little coffee cup. The tray actually is just a little shield piece that has the stud in the center. So that's just some nice part utilization there. So we'll move that out of the way so we can take a better look at the figure. Now, she does have a new torso and leg print for her like denim vest and then her little apron. So that looks really nice. I really like all of the details in the torso, especially with like the stitching. I just think that's really, really cool. It does have some back print as well, which is equally as nice. Her face is just the Jyn Erso face, the Felicity Jones face, so it's not new, and I'm kind of bummed about that, because all of the girls in this set have just reused older heads, where all of the guys have brand new prints. So I really wish they would have went all out and just made new prints for all the girls, because I think a official Jennifer Aniston head would have looked a lot better than this one. But this one does work, but it is just not what I was really wanting, but, you know, I can't really complain too much. Here's Chandler Bing, another just fantastic figure in this set. He is pretty basic, I think, but just the print job on him is pretty dang good and just looks a lot like him. He's wearing his vest that has the torso print for the undershirt, the light blue undershirt, which actually looks pretty nice. Usually printing on black, it makes it look a lot like duller than it should be, but this is nice and vibrant just like the sleeves, which is pretty good. I do have some like smearing on this side right here, so hopefully I can get that torso replaced by bricks and pieces, but for now I think it is still pretty good. It's got some dark blue on there as well for the wrinkles and just the stitching on the actual vest, and there is some back print as well. You guys can take a good look at there. Now, his face is pretty dang on good. I think the likeness is definitely there for Matthew Perry. This face is just kind of more of a neutral, kind of semi-smiling expression, and then the other expression is just fantastic. He just looks very confused. Just a very, very good Chandler Bing head. And then the hair is perfect for him as well, and he does come with a laptop as his accessory. Here is Monica Geller. Now, I'm not really too thrilled with this figure just because LEGO sent me a really, really horribly printed face. This thing is printed like way too high, and it is super faded, and I'm really bummed because I don't want to use the alternate expression for it because it's just very like you know, stern and just kind of aggressive looking, whereas this one is smiling. And I wanted to have her displayed with this head, but I kind of can't just because it looks so bad. So hopefully Bricks and Pieces can hook me up with that and give me an actually good printed face. But that's just one of the QC issues that I've been having with these figures. So I got the misprint on Chandler, this face print being super faded. Other than that, I think the figure's pretty good. It's just got the kind of like the nutmeg color legs and the suspenders printed onto the torso, and she's got a muffin as her accessory, and there is some back print as well. So you can take a good look at that. Now, just other than the print, I think the figure's fine, but it is, you know, kind of boring. But Monica doesn't really wear anything too outlandish in the show, so I think this definitely works. Here's Joey Tribbiani, a figure I wasn't really blown away with when I first saw the leaked images, but the more I look at it, the more I think it is absolutely perfect. The likeness on this guy, just like the other two guys that I've shown so far, is perfect. He's just got that very great Joey expression where he's saying, "How you doing?" It just looks absolutely phenomenal. I do have a little chip or a little scuff in the plastic on mine, so hopefully I can get that replaced, but the other side of the head is equally as good, but I do think I like the other side just a little better, He does come with a pizza slice and a pizza box for his accessory, and if we take that out of the way, you can just take a better look at the torso print, which I think is pretty good, but there is that problem that LEGO has where they're printing white onto a non-white surface, so it just looks really faded. But no, it's not that huge of a deal. It still looks a lot like Joey to me, but it's just, man, it's just these QC problems are driving me up a wall. Here's Phoebe Buffet. Now, this figure's probably my least favorite out of the main 6 friends. Might just because Phoebe's my least favorite out of the 6, like character-wise. But I don't know, this figure just doesn't scream Phoebe to me. All of the other ones look pretty much just like how they should. But this figure just kind of looks weird to me for some reason. She does come with a guitar piece, which is nice, but I think the outfit they chose for her doesn't really scream Phoebe. Yeah, it's probably from one of the earlier seasons, like how most of these outfits are based. But it would have been nice to get one of her, like, very, like, extravagant and over-the-top dresses that she wears. Something like that would have been nice. But this print on the torso is pretty good. It's got, like, the nice metallic gold print on there. And same with the back. But I don't know. Just the outfit choice is just kind of odd in my mind. The head is also very okay. Just like all the other girls, it's just a reused head. And I really wish they would have put in a little more effort in printed unique heads for these girls. Just because, like, this expression works for when she's singing, but this content expression I don't think looks anything like Phoebe. It's just got too big of a mouth. She doesn't have freckles or anything like that on the print, which she should have. So I don't know. This figure's just kind of disappointing. And the last figure this set comes with is Gunther. I wasn't really expecting to get a Gunther in this set, but it is nice since he does operate the coffee shop here. He does come with a broom as his accessory, which is pretty good. He's got a new torso print with that funky looking tie, which is great, and some back printing as well. His face is the Luke Skywalker face, which is an odd choice, but I think it works. But again, just the print on mine is kind of faded. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but in person, it just doesn't look right. It's not as crisp as it should be. He does have an alternate expression, but I don't think I'd ever have him displayed with that. He just has the white widow's peak hair. So, Gunther, he works. He is definitely a good minifigure. Now we can take a look at the actual build. So this is based off of just like the studio set for the show. So it's got these studio lights on either side here, which are opposable. They're on just ball joints, so you can move them around however you like it. I just like having them crammed all the way against the corners here, so they're not really protruding into the coffee shop as much. So what we're going to do is just go around and just look at all the little details and features incorporated into this build. Starting over with this area over here. This is like the stage area. So we can move this post out of the way so we can actually take a good look over here. So over here we've got the mic stand, we've got a brick-built rug and a brick-built sofa, we've got a little table right here, there's some flowers over in the corner. This is probably my favorite part about the build in general, is just this nice printed Central Perk logo on the window. So it's not a sticker, it's a printed piece, which is very nice. Now we can take this mic stand out and replace it with a little keyboard, and this keyboard is brick-built and it's got these nice printed keys on it, which is really cool. So we can take that and just peg that in right there. So you can reenact the one scene from the one episode where Ross decides that he's going to start playing keyboard to all of the patrons there. So you can do that, but I probably won't. I'm probably going to take this keyboard and give it to my Elton John minifigure or something, and I'll have Phoebe up here playing her guitar, playing some Smelly Cat. Now over here we have the front double doors here, which can just open inward like that. We can close them up. If we look right next to those, there's a little umbrella rack, which is really nice. That is just such a cool little area of the build, just having a functioning rack for these umbrella pieces. There also is a little hat up there. Moving into this back corner over here, there's a lot of hidden details in this. This is one of them. Just back there, we've got some candles on this like post up here. We've got some flowers, a mug. We've got this nice sticker right here that says "Live Tonight, Phoebe Buffet," and it's got a picture of a smelly cat on there. So that's just a really cool area of the build here. Just it's got a lot of details. It's hidden that don't need to be there, but they are. So props to the designers for doing that. That just looks great. Along that back wall, we do have that little printed tile right there of the bridge. There's also a little brick-built sofa, or just a seating area back there. Along that back wall, we do have some mugs clipped on. There also is this printed service sign right here, this little arrow piece right here. So on this 1x4 tile, it just is printed service, so not a sticker. There's a lot of printed parts in here, but also a decent amount of stickers, so it's just kind of weird that they combined the two. Moving into this back corner over here, there's kind of this weird brick-built structure. I'm not really sure exactly what that is, but there also is a door that opens up into the unknown there. So we'll just go ahead and close that up. Crammed in that corner back there, there's some light fixtures up at the top. There's some glasses back there. There's this grill piece. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. This is just a shelving unit just full of a bunch of miscellaneous items. This is probably the most detailed part of the build. So we've got some plants, we've got some, like a genie bottle used up here, we've got the actual coffee machine right here with the little lever. If you wanted to, you could fit a coffee mug in there, so we'll go ahead and try to do that. Yeah, so that works just like that. So you can just put one under there, reenact them actually filling up the cups. Actually, onto the main counter area, we have the cash register. There is a little coffee cup right there as well, and then there's a little display of some biscuits or some muffins or whatever. It's just some pastries in there, which is pretty cool. I just really love all of the detail just crammed onto that back wall. It just really looks like a very nice looking coffee shop setup. Moving on to this side over here, we do have some more glasses right here. We also have the Central Perk menu printed onto this piece right here, so you can get a good look at all of the different beverages they offer there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for all of just like the decorations along Central Perk. We'll go ahead and look at some of the features. So in this back area with the, I guess the first main feature, right back here you see there's a little table and then there's some stools and they're on a brick-built rug. Now we can take this whole assembly out if I don't drop it. And we can take a look at this real quick. So this is just a brick-built rug piece. So you can just pose up some minifigures on this. You can have them sit down on these stools, or you can peg one into this little modified brick there. And then you can take that and just put that right back in here. So that's a really cool feature that you can just grab those out like that, and it just fits nice and smoothly back in there. Now the main feature, I guess, is just this front area right here. The most famous part of this build, I guess, is just the main couch in the lounge area. So we've got two chairs here, which have the backrests have some stickers on it. We've got the main couch built in orange. We've got this little chair right here, the main coffee table right here, little stool table right there. And then on this table here we have just some flowers. You got a mug, the reserved sign, which is also a sticker, and then a newspaper. So this piece, just like that other one, can come out just like this. Or the chair can fall off while I'm doing it. So we can just scoot this back, and you can just have this on display. You can cram all the figures on here. There's enough room because you can fit 3 on the couch, one here, one in this chair, or you can have one standing on this little peg right there. So that's just a really cool feature along with this. So you can recreate, I guess, the intro sequence if you really wanted to. Just take this chair, or take the sofa off, and play around with that. So again, there aren't supposed to be play features in a coffee shop build other than being able to serve coffee or whatever, just walking in and out the doors, but I just thought that was a really cool thing that they added in here. Now there are some decorations on the outside as well, but not many. So if we turn this around so you guys can see an outside view, this is just the main part right here. So if you guys want, the first thing you can do is you can pop out this window and turn it around. It has it in the instruction manual that you can do this, so you can just display this the correct way as it's supposed to be, so you can read Central Perk from the outside. Got the nice awning detail up here, and then there's another sticker right here, which is Joey's Ikiban, or lipstick for men ad right there, which is pretty cool. Would have been nice to get that as a printed piece, but it's a sticker. It doesn't really matter. There's also a trash can out here. Just moving along the wall, it's just plain wall. You got a door there, and it's kind of gross on this side. But that's not what you're supposed to be focusing on. You're supposed to be focusing on this part of the build, which is just fantastic. The set does come with a fair amount of extra pieces, but you also get a bunch of extra accessories for the coffee shop. So you get, of course, the keyboard, you get a bunch of coffee mugs, some extra pastries, an extra slice of pizza, and then also you come with the bag for Joey to simulate his man bag that he has in the show. The box and instruction booklet are your typical LEGO Ideas high-quality style items. So in the instruction booklet, you've got all of the info about the designer and the set and just the franchise it may or may not belong to, all in different languages, which is always very nice. And just the instruction manual is very overall high quality. And then the box itself is just that nice style where it's got the banner up at the top, the actual image of the set. On the sides here, we've got some friends writing here. So you've got Pivot, how you doing? You got Smelly Cat, the symbol for on the door, couch, the fountain, the umbrellas from the intro, guitar, a whole bunch of cool stuff. On the back here, we've just got the main features of the build itself. And then on this side, pretty much the same thing, but we do have images of the 6 main friends. Overall, I absolutely love this set. Of course, I'm a huge Friends fan, so I'm going to be a little biased, but just from a LEGO set standpoint, this thing is great. The minifigure designs are fantastic, even though some of the print jobs are not that great, and that's LEGO's fault for the quality control, and hopefully replacement parts can get me out some new pieces so I can actually have some nice, crisp, not fuzzy, and not smudged print jobs on these guys. But the designs themselves are great. The build quality of the set is great, and the designer who made this Ideas project did a fantastic job with doing this. The LEGO designers themselves, who actually went ahead and just pushed that design through and made it their own, did a fantastic job at transitioning this into a proper LEGO set, and I just couldn't be happier with this. So I would definitely recommend buying this, especially for that $60 price point. That is just a steal for this build, and you definitely want to get it soon, because when I was at the LEGO store today, these things were literally flying off the shelves. So you guys definitely want to get this. If you're on the fence, I would just definitely recommend picking this thing up, because it is great. It's going to look great in anybody's collection. So that is going to be it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.